Caitlin Huey-Burns is a national political reporter for RealClearPolitics, and she joins us on the set. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
All right, so we're just a couple of days into this new sort of Trump campaign regime, and we're already hearing that there are reports of people that are worried, mostly from establishment Republicans. What are your sources telling you?
Right. Well, this hiring of Bannon is seen as a flat-out rejection of Republican establishment figures.
So unity's out the window?
Unity looks very difficult at this point. I've talked to Republican campaign officials who say they're not ready yet to officially distance themselves from Donald Trump, but you're going to see a lot of Senate candidates, down-ballot candidates, again, figuring out ways to create that distance. There's still talk, this campaign shakeup puts greater emphasis on the idea that lots of Republicans want to cut financial ties with the top of the ticket. So that will certainly continue. As Kellyanne Conway alluded to in that interview and other interviews yesterday, this is a move made to let Trump be Trump. He is upping the bet on himself in these final months, and he's looked at the way things have gone so far, and he doesn't think they have gone well in so far as the advice that he's taken from people like Manafort and establishment figures.
All right, so explain to us a little bit about who Stephen Bannon is. I mean, Dana Lash, who's a conservative commentator, called him one of the worst people on God's green earth. The media critic Brian Stelter called him a master of the dark arts. What are they talking about?
Right. Well, he is known as what a lot of people have called him, a street fighter. That what's interesting, though, is he doesn't have campaign experience. He's never run a presidential campaign. He's not even run a city council campaign. His experience is kind of wide-ranging, really. He has served on Wall Street and Goldman Sachs. He has been involved in politics. He is thought to be very similar to Donald Trump in terms of his attitude, style, and approach. And so a lot of people look at this as a way for Trump to have a CEO of his campaign that is very like-minded in terms of style and approach, but also in terms of policy and politics. They share similar views of how things are right now.
Another guy from outside of politics, but it seems like a lot of people do like Kellyanne.
Right. She is seen as someone who has experience in campaigns. She's worked on a lot of Republican campaigns before. Critics say she hasn't necessarily been on the winning side of some of those campaigns, but she is thought to be connected at least to the political world in a way that other officials on the campaign aren't. So you talked to a lot of Republicans yesterday who said if it was just the promotion of Kellyanne Conway, that would have been taken as a welcome sign, particularly because of her experience. Also, she's a woman. The Bannon news was really the highlight of the day, and that is the most significant hiring because that also shows what Trump's strategy is heading into these final months.
Now, Hillary Clinton wasted no time commenting on this shakeup. Let's just listen to what she has to say in Ohio.
I think it's fair to say that Donald Trump has shown us who he is. He can hire and fire anybody he wants from his campaign. They can make him read new words from a teleprompter. But he is still the same man who insults Gold Star families, demeans women, mocks people with disabilities, and thinks he knows more about ISIS than our generals.
So it almost appears as if she's attempting to turn on its head one of the things that he considers his strength, the ability to be a good CEO, to hire and fire well. That she's sort of like, it might also be a weakness. And, you know, he's still the same guy.
Absolutely.
You're not voting for his staff.
The Clinton campaign was ecstatic about this hire, particularly the connection to Breitbart, right? And so you saw her on the campaign trail yesterday. We're talking to advisors, and her campaign manager yesterday saw this as welcome news because they think that it underscores exactly who they want to show Donald Trump is. And the fact that Donald Trump, in hiring Bannon, is, again, placing that bet on his personality and style being effective in the primaries and carrying him through, that only underscores their point as well. Kellyanne Conway and others have made the point, again, that if this election is a referendum on Trump, they lose. If it's a referendum on Clinton, Clinton loses. And so you're seeing both sides really going after each other. That debate, of course, later in September will be a sign of that.
All right. We'll be watching. Caitlin Huey-Burns, thank you as always.
Thank you.